do there for the last 18 laps
was
or so.
terrific. All right, well, thanks for coming by. I know you got to run. Be safe out there, and we're going to also, you got some driving to do. He's got some talking to do. We're going to have Darrell go up to the booth.
Yeah, I got his setup. He's helping me out here.
Yeah, he's giving you pointers on the way.
Wait till he goes back and tells Scott all this stuff.
We'll pray for you. All right, thanks very much. All right, now, we here at Fox have enjoyed bringing you more racing coverage than ever before. However, a lot of fans have been calling and writing into FX, very upset because they can't see all the NASCAR races and because their cable system doesn't carry FX. Well, the folks at FX understand that frustration. They're working hard to change that, and you can help. But with 3 Winston Cup races coming up on FX in May and June, not a lot of time. So simply put here, just call 1-800-FX-FX-FX1. I'll repeat that for you, 1-800-FX-FX-FX1. Even Darrell can remember that. And he's writing it down. That'll get you through to your local cable company, and then tell them, say, I want my NASCAR and I want my FX. We don't want you to miss any part of this NASCAR season. All right, the season continuing the countdown for the start of today's race, inching a little closer. Bobby Labonte starts lucky 13th today, 258 points out of the top spot behind Dale Jarrett. Johnny Benson, who's finished a career best second in the race here last year, tied for second in the point standings coming in. We'll be back in a moment. See, it's been a wild ride this season so far for NASCAR, from Daytona, the Super Bowl of super speedways, to Rockingham, the track nicknamed The Rock that eats tires, and then on to the glitz and the glamour of Las Vegas, where the stakes are high, to Atlanta, NASCAR's fastest super speedway, and then Darlington, NASCAR's oldest super speedway, and now today to Bristol, a concrete short track, just over a half-mile, NASCAR's most exciting short track, one of the hottest tickets. And here's a look at some of the differences from where the drivers started the season to where they are now. Notice that 210 miles per hour was before restrictor plate racing. Look at the numbers, how extreme they are. The steep banking can leave some drivers spent. And we sent Darrell Waltrip and Jeff Hammond on a personal tour of this place where, of course, they won 7 straight races over a 3-year stretch.
Man, Darrell, Bristol, Tennessee, we owned this place at one time. You know what I mean? I knew it. We were on top, but never quite like this. I'm telling you right now, this is a way up. I mean, it's all right, man. I'm telling you, look down there. Bristol is always the greatest place in the world to come watch a race and to be a part of the race.
Yeah, you know, the fans have voted this the most exciting and their favorite race to come to, and of course, that's how I always felt. We said, how much does first place pay? Where's victory lane, and how big's the trophy? I'm not real familiar with this part of the track, being way up here, but I do know something about down there on the track. So let's go down there, and I'll show you some tricks of the trade. You know, I don't think anybody really has any idea about how much force. You take a 3,400-pound car. This is banked 36 degrees. It's constantly trying to throw you out of the seat. When you're trying to go left, got all this banking, got all that downforce, got all that horsepower. You're trying to turn the car left, and you got this bank that you're burying into. All that's great, except it's trying to throw the driver out of the seat. 3 feet. That's how much difference there is in the first place qualifier and the last place qualifier. That's what, it's hard to put that in perspective other than to realize that's all you're talking about. How as a driver, how do I get back in it that little bit quicker? How does he make that car turn that little bit better? That's what makes this thing so challenging. You're not that far off. But if you do win at Bristol, it's one of the most gratifying, satisfying races that we run because, you know, the driver did his job.
That's right. The crew chief did his job. It is the greatest place in the world to win a race. And we can tell you that.
We know that for a fact.
That's right.
All right, good job, guys. Seating capacity, 147,000 here. Population is only 41,000 in Bristol, but they're going to have more than 150,000. They've added seats and expanded recently. Still thousands are on a waiting list. It's understandable why this track is the hottest ticket among fans. NASCAR's been around for more than half a century, and the next generation of fans are young and very knowledgeable. In fact, we welcome one of those fans here, a big racing fan from Birmingham, Alabama. What's your name?
Sam.
And how old are you?
4.
And you're a big NASCAR fan. You know all the drivers and their cars, right? Okay. Who's in the Napa car?
Michael Waltrip.
How about the Pennzoil car?
Steve Park.
What about Viagra?
Mark Martin.
And what's special about that car?
You don't have to inflate the tires.
All right, I'll do the jokes. You just stick to the cars. Who's in the Lowe's car?
Mike Skinner.
How about Oakwood Homes?
Joe Memachek.
Who?
Joe Memachek.
Okay. Midwest Transit. Who's in that car?
Rick Mast.
And what was he in last year? Did he drive a different car?
Gonseco.
Yeah, and who drives Conseco this year?
Ron Hornaday.
You're pretty good, but I want to see how you are with the drivers, okay? And I know you had a chance to talk with some of them yesterday, so let's have a look, Sam.
Who drives a nanny NASCAR?
Jeff Burton.
Yeah, Jeff Burton. Man, you're doing good. I didn't know that when I was 20.
That's your car.
My little girl says, Michael on a motorcycle.
Ah! I don't want this on my car.
Okay, hold on.
I don't want it on there.
It won't come off. It's there forever. It's my autograph.
Yes.
Don't you want my autograph?
No. How's the season going?
How's the season going?
Yes.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, he even knows. A 4-year-old kid even knows we're having a terrible year.
What car do I drive?
M&M's.
Yeah? What is it, a Ford, a Chevrolet, or a Pontiac?
Ford.
Okay, well, that wins you some free M&M's, except it really is a Pontiac.
You're my favorite driver.
I am.
Yes.
Is that, you tell that to all the drivers?
Yes.
I like that hat.
When you retire, I'm going to take over your car.
When I retire, you're gonna take over my job.
You want to drive a car one day?
Yes.
Do you?
Jeff Gordon.
Jeff Gordon's car?
Somehow I kind of believe that.
Why don't you drive the UPS car? You afraid they might make you drive the truck?
No.
No?
You're my little sister's favorite driver.
I'm your little sister's favorite.
Yes.
Not your favorite, but your little sister's
Yes.
favorite. What's the sponsor on my car?
Flames DuPont.
Flames DuPont. All right. What's DuPont? You know?
No.
Oh,
Don't
that's
know.
something you don't know.
You're pretty. Instead of Malcolm in the middle, we have Sam in the center. And by the way, here, I know this is a new car for you since Michael Waltrip kind of smeared your other one.
Yes.
Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what about, I forgot about Sterling Gordon, that guy. Is that, no, that's not right? Okay.
Joey Martin, you silly.
Yeah, kind of silly. Most broadcasters are. Hey, do you know a guy named Darrell Waltrip? Darrell Waltrip, does that ring a bell?
Yes.
It does. Good. Okay, well, we're going to see him later on Fox. Thanks for coming by, and we'll see you later on. All right, do you have to go to... You read, Sam, by the way, or no? No. Not yet? Okay, here. Well, let's shake hands, and you go on to school, all right? Have fun at the races.
I will.
All right, we'll see you later on. Thanks for coming. NASCAR Sam, by the way, next generation NASCAR fan. I will continue here from Bristol. Something to look for when NASCAR heads to Michigan. Bill Elliott's Dodge will have a special paint scheme that'll feature Muhammad Ali on the hood of his 9 car. This is in an effort with Dodge to bring more minorities into the sport. Meanwhile, Dale Earnhardt Jr. will also have a new paint scheme that he'll be announcing Thursday. His 8 car will honor the Major League Baseball All-Star Game. And next week on our pre-race show, Darrell Waltrip will sit down with Dale Earnhardt Jr. in an exclusive interview. You won't want to miss that. Our countdown to the race today continues here on Fox. We'll be back in a moment.
Rusty Wallace in that 2 car.
I'm not going to give up on Sterling Marlin. I've been with him. He said he could win. I'm going to stick with him. How about it, Jeff? Who are you going to pick?
Well, I got news for you right now. I'm going to go with guys on the pole. I think it's time for Mark Martin to break out. I like him today.
All right, for Jeff Hammond, I'm Chris Myers. The race is coming up. Our salute to the Oscars ahead.
In Hollywood today, it's Oscar Day. And at the Hollywood Hotel, our boys are getting warmed up.
Them sirens loved him up and turned him into a horny toad.
Oh, sorry, guys. Anyway, with the movie Chocolat nominated, Kevin Harvick's pit crew guy, Chocolate, is very excited, too.
Chocolate, I love it.
More on him later. But first, the nominees for today's race are Dale Jarrett. He's the gladiator in the point standings.
Striking story.
Bill Elliott.
Does this sound like anyone we know?
Oh, yeah, Billy's got all the moves on and off the track.
No comment.
And, of course, Rusty Wallace. He's always the contender in Bristol.
Scared of you.
And speaking of scary, it looks like the chocolate that Chocolate ate has got him all revved up.
Oh, you're so beautiful. You have such a great body.
Awaken the passions.
Oh, boy, this guy sure loves his cars.
Oh, you're so beautiful. I love you so much.
Listen, you can count on me. There'll be plenty of traffic in Bristol today. So don't be a castaway. This is all based on a true story.
Well, I like it.
And of course, our dynamic duo will be your home base for the race.
You two are just dumber than a bag of hammers.
Yeah, I know more NASCAR than Chris and Jeff. Those grown-ups are knuckleheads.
This one gets 2 thumbs up. The battle for Bristol is coming soon to televisions everywhere. Next on Fox.